Okay.
Ooh.
Randy's like, let's get the fucking show going. I gotta work.
I gotta work, motherfuckers.
Take all the time you want. I'm in no hurry to get to work.
I gotta work because you guys don't pay me.
He's not wrong about any of that. And I have to work because nobody pays me also. So how we doing, everybody?
I don't have to work today. I had a pretty hard week. I had to go back to school. And
But the Eggman. How excited were you to see the Eggman?
I was excited, but I was not going to tell him I was excited.
So for everybody that doesn't know who the Eggman is, why don't you give a quick summary of the Eggman?
The Eggman is my coworker who comes into the lunchroom and heats up hard-boiled eggs in a microwave, therefore making it smell like doo-doo. So I call him the Booty Eggman.
Okay, so quick question, just a few questions about the Eggman. Are these hard-boiled eggs he's boiling himself at home, or is he buying them in a 2-pack at Quick Trip?
I do not know the answer to that.
Well, it'll really change how I feel about the Eggman. Because right now, I'm excited about the Eggman because I'm like, he cares about his health. He's hard-boiling eggs at home. He's doing it. He's putting him a whole carton of eggs in a pot, and he's smiling the whole time he's doing it.
I could ask him.
Well, I would really like to know.
I can't imagine him cooking anything.
That's, yeah. Listen, I've bought hard-boiled eggs before from a gas station, and I regret it every time.
Were they smelled like straight-up doo-doo?
Well, it's not even that they smell like straight-up doo-doo. I feel like they're way more rubbery because I feel like there's preservatives or something in them, But, I think a lot of restaurants, when you get a Cobb salad, I'm just going to be totally frank with you. I think they get them from a place. They don't do it themselves.
Ugh.
But I'll still fuck up a Cobb salad.
I do love a Cobb salad,
What are your favorite ingredients on a Cobb salad? Because generally...
The bacon and the eggs.
The bacon and the eggs? Okay.
And the ranch.
Uh-huh. You do ranch with yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If I'm eating a Cobb salad, I ain't putting no vinaigrette on there.
Yeah.
I'm putting all the tastings. He's not answering.
Okay, well, Eggman will hopefully get back to us. Yeah, but I highly recommend watching Libbie's story because now that school's back, Libbie's going to be with the Eggman for the next, 8 months?
Bad news,
9
though.
months?
Right now, our lunch is not scheduled together. So,
you have scheduled lunch?
Yeah. Every minute of my day is I'm supposed
Sorry
to be
for that cough. That was incredibly rude.
Yeah.
I just coughed directly into the microphone.
That jewel is tearing you up.
Well, welcome to Slop City, everybody.
Welcome to Slop City.
Libbie's got her slop shirt on. I'm going to get a nice little pic of her doing that.
Welcome to Slop City, where we have popcorn lung.
Oh, it's on me. It's always so upsetting when
It's the worst.
when you open up your phone to take a picture of your friend that you love very much, and instead it's just a picture of you with your
Several chins.
multiple chins, Slop City, and Coca-Cola. That's comedy.
When I turn on my camera and I see myself, and I'm like, who is that older gal? Oh, that's me. Looking very alarmed and scared.
I do self-checkout at some places, Walmart, Target, and they've got that fucking camera up top. Like, there's been times that I look inside of it and I want to be like, I don't really look like this.
Who is that person in there?
Who's that girl?
Running around with you, tell me.
Somebody was messaging me talking about how great of pipes you have.
Oh.
And that they loved all the songs that you were singing. I was like, I couldn't believe she knew all of these.
I received the most messages so far about an episode about
really?
the singing. It was a lot of people that grew up Catholic and remember every song and who are now atheist. So what does that tell you, Catholicism?
Well, I think it tells you that on eagle's wings doesn't cure all. Okay.
We might have a beautiful song about Jesus, but it's not going to lead you to Jesus.
No, and we know what happens if you want to be led by Jesus. You you don't have his back, and then he gets crucified. So we already learned that. I don't know why people are still asking about it.
Devastating to learn.
Well,
so we could have saved him.
Well, we got a compliment in the improv Facebook page, St. Louis Improv Facebook page from Jen Weinman about the
really,
about the Jesus bit. So, guys,
she liked it.
She loved it.
Oh, great.
So, pretty much what we're going to be doing this episode is just talking about how much people like us, and strap in. It's going to be
It's good though. It fills up your emptiness for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 minutes, and then you realize you're still a piece of garbage. So
yeah, there have been times in my life that I have genuinely been like, when I get skinny, when I lose weight, I'm going to be the happiest person in the world. When I have a kitchen that doesn't have fucking fake ass laminate countertops, I'm going to be fucking happy. And then I'll write that thing. I tell myself stuff like that all the time, but it's not real.
It's not real.
No, I've been an ungrateful little cunt lately, let me tell you.
I think it's not your fault. That's what society tells us. Society tells me, hey, when you're thin, you're going to be so much happier and you can do all this, that. When I stopped believing that mess is when I started doing comedy and really living my life. Because I thought, if I wait, I'm going to never get it done.
Yeah.
Don't wait to do stuff until something.
I know. It's not good. I started thinking about it the other day and I was just like, holy shit. Because there is still right now in this conversation a part of me that believes that.
Right.
There, I would say, not even, it's not even, there's like a tiny little part in my brain. It's like there's a big chunk of me that I'm like, yeah, Randy, could you just shut your this piece of shit? I'm getting real. And he doesn't set off the Windows Defender. When that thing pops up, I'm always like, I'm scared. They're going to be like, boom, FBI.
I'm scared.
We're here to fix your computer, you stupid cunt.
They need to just not send that message.
Yeah.
Every time I ignore it.
I'm not asking you to defend me. Okay. You don't need to send out your little Windows Defender program.
And then they got the McAfee or whatever it's called. And it's like, I don't have it anymore. And every day it sends a new thing that says, oh, well, you can get it now for 70% off.
It's an ad.
So I'm just going to keep waiting until you can get 100% off.
The McAfee is like having the U2 album put on your iPhone.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it's like. Oh, man. Have you ever accidentally started to send a U2 song to somebody in a text message?
No.
It sucks.
I like U2. I don't like how they forcibly put that album into my phone.
I don't not like U2. There's been a few songs that I feel that have really shook me to my core, that have really rocked me.
Was One Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
That's a great song.
Yeah.
I often mix that song up with Come On Eileen. I don't know why, but I do.
Yeah, not the same band.
No. You think the people that wrote Come On Eileen were like, fuck, this is such a good song, and then it came out and they were getting all fucked up and they were like, oh man, you come on Eileen. You fucking kidding me? How do we miss that?
How did this get by the sponsors?
Advil liquid gels, everybody.
We don't have any Advil today, but what we do have is Original Taste Coca-Cola. Today's show sponsored by Coca-Cola. Use the comment code Ding Dong to get 25% off your McAfee subscription.
Fucking McAfee. There's
Is that how you say it?
I don't know. McAfee. My dad gets so mad at those things on the computer because he'll be so mad. He's like, Tina, you do not need this. Windows has built-in update and virus removal.
Oh.
You don't need McAfee. You need malware. It's like some website called like Malware Bytes or something. I don't fucking know. Is that what it is? Randy knows.
Your dad is a computer expert.
He's a computer whiz, and he's
a bicycling whiz.
There was a time when he had 8 computers in one room, and I was like, you look like a Russian hacker.
I was just going to say, you probably shouldn't say that because that is going to lead to some serious investigations.
Well, the investigation would be, wow, this guy loves Craigslist and cannot refuse a monitor. He can't. He can't refuse a monitor.
Does he have them all set up like at the freaking space station? Like
he did. It looked like that one time. And he sent us a picture of me. He'll always include me, Rafe, my younger brother, and this guy, David, who's a good friend of his, in the same text message. And David lives in Canada. So I called my dad the other day, and he'll just he'll just tell me, I call him the other day, and he's like, Tina, okay, hold on 1 second. And I'm like, okay, well, I just called you. And then and he just puts me on hold. And he goes, okay, David. And then he merges a call with me. Yes.
No.
He merges a call with me, his buddy David, who lives in Canada, who I like very, very much. It's nothing against David. David is a good friend and a good family friend. Well, but
sorry.
Libby just came.
I'm having mic troubles.
She really wants to talk to David, who got free heart surgery in Canada. So if you're looking for a guy, yeah.
So is it that your dad's like, who are the 4 funniest people I know that I can send my bits to?
I think so. I think it is a bit of that. But my dad is also about efficiency. But what he doesn't realize is sending 5-paragraph long text messages is not efficient.
Now, does everybody in this text group have iPhone, or is there an Android user in there somewhere?
There's a lot of Android users. I would say
that fucks them up.
I'm the only iPhone user in there.
Rafe, it doesn't have an iPhone?
Oh, no. Rafe, too. Rafe has an iPhone. Rafe and I have iPhone. And then my dad, my brother, and his buddy David, all Androids.
Do you think your brother listens to this podcast?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
No, I don't. I'm not mad at him for it, but, sometimes I play his videos on YouTube and just let the ads play. So maybe he could pay me a little bit of fucking respect.
Well, you could also tell him, listen, if you don't support me like Libby's sister supports her, then you're not in my family anymore.
Well, I mean, he was telling me something recently and was like, oh, I feel pretty weird telling you about this or whatever. And I was like,
oh,
I'm not going to tell anybody.
Maybe
I'm like, I'm your sister.
Maybe he doesn't want to hear about your potty area.
Yeah, I just texted him pictures of my diarrhea and me thumbs upping next to it. It was I sent him tit. I sent my brother a picture of my tit. My dad calls his photos that he sends me of him losing weight sexting.
Whoa.
It's so insane. He says, yeah, I could send you a sext of my skinny body. And I'm like, dude, you don't get it.
You should have wrote back, okay, daddy. I'll show you what sexting is.
Oh, I hate it.
Damn.
But I don't know. I think back to the 3-way call thing. I just think that you can't just merge a call without telling. I mean, I want consent.
It's not consensual.
In a 3-way call.
Does he hang up then and let all you other people talk? You and David?
No. What he did last time was he even said right when I called, I'm about to go to bed. And I said, okay. He goes, hold on 1 second. And I said, okay. And I'm holding. And then he says, David. David, it's Tina, my daughter. He doesn't know. He'll always say Tina, my daughter.
Like you say Rafe, my partner?
Exactly.
Must be a Russian thing.
I think so.
You have to give a nomenclature.
You have to assign the person that you're speaking about.
Oh my God. I just can't wait till I meet that Igor.
David?
David, are you on the line? Okay, I will talk to you both later. Bye-bye.
Well, no, he stayed on the phone for 5 to 9 minutes. And at the end, he goes, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I need to go to bed. And I'm like, oh, don't act like you're fucking annoyed with us right now. And that's what he did. He acted like we were the fucking pieces of shit. You know, guys, I need to go to bed. I have to get up at 5 a.m. and bike. It's like, you don't have to do shit,
I have to
Dad.
bike 87 miles
Yeah.
in one fucking day.
Yeah, he's a savage. Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to hit somebody with a three-way call, and also three-way calls never, ever go how you want them to.
They're terrible.
It seems fun in theory. I remember when I was in like elementary school and I got hit with my first three-way call and I was like, whoa.
Were you shook?
It was fucking awesome.
Lindsay, are you over at Heather's house? How are you guys on the phone together?
And everyone was at their fucking house. And we were all chit-chatting, talking about fruit roll-ups, fruit gushers,
Fruit cock.
fruit cock, AOL Instant Messenger, things you do when you're a kid. I've lost my mind. But now I did a three-way call I feel like last year with Bobby and Rafe and I. And you can't keep up, especially you need to take into account what kind of personalities you have on the phone. If it's three strong personalities and you're trying to do a three-way call, you might as well fucking throw your phone down on the ground and break it.
Especially three comedians.
Because everybody's going to be we're all going to be yelling.
Everybody's doing bits.
Everyone's doing hot bits and the worst is when no one's listening to you and your bit, you're like, yeah, okay. So here, okay, I'll wait until next time.
So this one time.
Okay, you guys ready for me now?
Oh, fuck.
It's very embarrassing. What's wrong, Randy?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought
He was going to yell at me about the microphone.
That's what I thought was going on.
No, man, I was just looking over.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I just kind of look over from time to time.
No, I think it's very kind and
I just
loving.
look over.
Sometimes I just look over and think, damn, I'd like to explore that body.
Oh, damn. She doesn't fucking pay me to sit here and listen to this bullshit. That coffee looks good as hell.
So I make my coffee way too strong, and I've never admitted it until this morning.
Oh.
Rafe made some coffee last weekend when we were hanging out with his granddaughter and his mother. And I took a sip of the coffee, and it just tasted like piss water. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is some weak-ass coffee. Can you make it a little stronger? And then Rafe, my partner, was like, Tina, not everybody likes their coffee like that. You can't just make this insanely strong coffee and expect everybody to like it. He said, I'll make it a little stronger the next time, but not by much. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. You know, getting a little sass. But I made a pot of coffee yesterday that was so fucking strong that I put a cup of creamer into it. And I was like, okay, I am out of control.
How many scoops do you put?
It's full almost to the top.
And how many scoops does Rafe put?
Well, here's the problem. We don't.
No wonder you shit so much. Got that coffee stream going right out of your booty hole. You checked out for a whole 3 seconds just then.
I'm having a revelation.
You went. Something fucking shook you to your core.
Oh my God, maybe that is why I have diarrhea all of the time.
Yeah.
It can't be.
I drink a cup of regular coffee and I'm shitting 10 minutes later.
Oh man.
Man, you have really identified. It's like we just did cognitive behavior therapy. And,
CBT.
And you got
CBD.
you got it.
Holy shit. Yeah. You think that's it? Randy just looked something up? Come on
Google
up.
said caffeine drinks have a laxative potential. More than 2 or 3 cups of coffee or tea daily can often, in bold writing, cause diarrhea.
Can you say diarrhea one more time?
Diarrhea.
I think it might be the diarrhea combined with the hot sauce, combined with the chili. No one, I'm surprised you even have a butthole anymore.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It looks like it's been blown up by a landmine. There's chunks missing out of it. I reached down there.
Chunks. There's chunks missing.
No, this is really eye-opening.
It's interesting that you never put that together.
Well, I think I've been drinking coffee for so long that I thought there's no way that it could be that my body has to be used to it by now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because, I'm drinking a pot of coffee a day, but I've always thought it's a pot of coffee. Now I'm starting to think it's 2 pots of coffee based on the concentration. Because, and there's also, when you're poor, you tend to be a bit more unorganized, i.e. Tupperware lids are missing. You hold on to pieces of Tupperware you shouldn't because you don't have the other part, You are missing the 1 teaspoon thing out of your baking set. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm missing a lot of these things. So my measurement for coffee isn't even accurate. So
your measurement is pour it to the top.
I pour it almost right under the top. And
of
today,
the filter?
Yeah.
Holy
shit. Not to the point it's going to overflow because I don't want grounds shitting on my coffee. So I do sometimes when the coffee's done and I open up the lid, I look and I'm like, whoa, that was a close one. That almost overflowed.
It's all foamed up.
Yeah, it's close.
It's got 4 little dividends in it.
Yeah.
Dividends.
I did make it a little less strong today. So maybe I'll check that out this week. I like it to have the coffee taste. Have you ever had like watery coffee? It's like a LaCroix of coffee. I
like it to have a hint of coffee.
Okay, so you're like one of those watery piss drinkers.
Yes. Wow. I'm just amazed at I was able to see you process that and see that was literally like in a cartoon when a light bulb goes above somebody's head. That just happened in real life. And that's I'm sure that's
my eyes roll in the back of my head and do a few.
You just went blank for a couple seconds and then blinked into reality.
Oh yeah,
that's what therapists must see all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Am I okay?
Am I okay?
My goddamn psychiatrist the other day. As I'm leaving, one of my things that I always do is do a hot bit. Are you okay?
I just thought I thought you were going to say something wet. One of my things I always do is I show my tit as I'm exiting. And then I choked on my coffee.
I always look at the diagnosis sheet that I have to carry out, the one that I always threaten to fold just to fuck with him. But I always look at the diagnosis. This time, he changed it to PTSD. Good diagnosis. Can agree with it.
What was the former?
OCD.
So he thinks that you're like he thinks no OCD, it's just PTSD.
I have no idea. This was on the way out and I go, "Hey, you can't just spring that on me as I'm walking." I'm yelling in the lobby, like yelling but jokingly. I'm like, "You can't spring that on me. You can't send a person out in the world with a new diagnosis, especially somebody who has OCD, intrusive thoughts, who constantly obsesses over stuff."
What did he do? Did he
laughed.
Flip you off and close the door?
He laughed. I think he was trying to roast me.
I would say, well, let me start off with, I'm not a doctor or a veterinarian, but what I would say is that PTSD probably, based on what I know and my issues, I would say PTSD is probably a large chunk of it. And then the anxiety and OCD is a symptom of like coping with your trauma, which is what I think is going on with my anxiety. Because I was like, do I actually have anxiety? Do I have an anxiety disorder, or is this anxiety a result of my trauma?
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about this. At some point, it kind of becomes like, well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because it's happening. So, but I was like, I don't know. Have I always been like this? I would say that makes the most sense to me, though. What do you think?
I think what's important for me is the labels are important because it helps me normalize it.
Yeah.
And normalize my weird thoughts. But do it in the beginning of the session so I can have plenty of time to say whatever it is I'm going to say. Don't send a person out into the world who has obsessive, intrusive thoughts with a new diagnosis.
If I was you, I would curate a very direct, cunty Yelp review.
Oh,
I just hit him with that. So, that's my advice. You don't have to take it, or maybe just send him an email, send him a video. That could be
a Carla video.
Yeah, send him a Carla video.
This message is for Dr. Turner. Recently,
you call up there and they're like, "Man, we know it's you, Libbie." You're like, "Nope, it's not me, ma'am. Your name pops up on the caller ID. We have you logged in the system, and you refuse to admit that it's you."
And then they come in 5150 me or whatever.
What's 5150? Whoa.
Involuntary lock you up.
Mm.
Isn't that what that number is?
Well, clearly he thought you could handle it, but that's really interesting to me. So every time you leave, your psychiatrist writes down like what's wrong with you.
Well, there's like, have you paid? That information is on there. At the top, it's got all your regular information. It says when your next appointment should be, and then it has in the middle every diagnosis that's in the DSM, and he usually just checks it.
Oh, my psychiatrist never gave me that. I feel slighted.
Yeah,
and like they didn't do the right thing.
Some people probably wouldn't like to have a label. I just like to know.
How often do you see that cat?
Well, I've been seeing him more frequently ever since my episode, so I'm not scheduled to see him again for 6 weeks.
And were you seeing him once a week?
I was seeing him like every 2 or 3 weeks.
You can't just spring that on me
as
I'm walking out.
And the girls at the front there, they don't know how to take me because I'm sure they see a lot of fucking insane people coming in there, and I'm out there yelling, "You can't spring that on me! What are you doing?" So they always look scared to death.
Yeah, and you can't spring that on me. Hey, front desk lady, I'm going to take your Yeti cup, okay? I'm bringing it with me. I'll bring it back in 6 weeks.
Okay, ma'am, just don't hurt us.
They've all got fucking Yeti cups.
Just don't hurt us.
Okay, and then you're seeing a new therapist now?
New therapist.
Booyah.
And it's a dude.
Do you not like that?
I don't like men. So I says to him, "Look, sir, I'm going to tell you right off the bat."
Walk me through this. Did you walk in, shake his hand? Did you sit down and fart? Like, were you like... How did it go?
Well,
did he give you a couple of options on chairs? I always like to know this stuff.
I met him out in the hallway.
Shook his hand out there.
I don't think I shook his hand. And he said, "Do you want me to call you Libbie instead of my legal name?" I said, "Yes, thank you." He was very nice off the bat, just kind. And I go and I look, and there's 3 chairs with arms on them, of course. So I picked the one with the widest arms, sat down, noticed right away that my New Balance shoes smelled like somebody had taken a doo-doo in them. And I was like, fuck. Do your shoes ever stink so bad that it smells like somebody shit in them and you can smell them from your seat? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I can't even. Yes. There was one time that Bobby and I sat down on my couch after I peeled off my socks and shoes, and Bobby goes, what's that smell? And I said, I don't know, man. I think it's your feet. And he goes, I don't think it is. And he sniffed his feet, and then I smelled my foot, and I just looked at him, and he smelled it again, and he goes, whoa.
Well, I didn't even have a shoe
I know
off.
how it feels.
I could smell it from, and I was like, oh, God.
I know.
He's going to think I shit myself. It smelled like shit, not like sour foot. It smelled like there was a turd in my shoe. So the whole time I'm sniffing that, thinking, God, he's going to think I'm not wiping or something. And
oh man, what I don't know if I've ever. There's maybe been a couple people in my life I've been like, I don't think they wipe. I mean, and we're talking over all of my 26 years. But most of the time, I'm just like, oh, they just smell like that weird sweaty locker room. Like it's that weird I worked out smell. It's like I sweated and then I let it dry.
Right.
But I did that 18 times. That's usually the smell. I mean, you got to smell foul for me to assume you didn't wipe. So that's, did you burn your shoes?
No, I went home and sniffed them a lot because I was like, is this where the smell's coming from? And it was. Then I Googled, why do my shoes smell like shit? But then he kept scooting closer to me and with his rolly chair to show me these worksheets he wanted me to do. And I'm like, dude, do not get any closer to me with these doo-doo shoes. I couldn't even hear what he was saying about the worksheets because all I could think about was my shoe. And I told him right off the bat, look, dude, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't like men. They scare me. So I don't know if I'm going to be okay with you. It was a little test, I think, to give him. And he goes, I understand that. And we will check in at the end of the appointment. And if you're not comfortable, then we can see what we can do about getting you someone else you could be more comfortable with. Then we made sweet love. And I said, I think we'll be fine. Doctor.
I think we're going to be just fine. And he took your 2 fingers.
Put them in my doo-doo shoe.
Yeah.
And I said, here's a test. And I took my shoe off and said, will you accept my shoe?
You took off, you're like, listen, sir, the only way this is going to work is if you smell my shoe right now.
I'm like, have you ever seen The Bachelor where they ask if you'll accept their rose? I'm doing that now with my shoe, doctor. Will you accept my doo-doo shoe? And he took a big sniff, and I think he passed away. He goes, did someone take a doo-doo in here?
So you checked in at the. Did he ask any more questions about that, or was it just like you told him, "Listen, sir, I don't like men"? He said, "Great, we'll check in at the end of the appointment."
Yeah, he just was very nice about it.
Okay,
and I told him, I don't want to feel like that. He's like, well, that's certainly something that we can talk about and develop a plan to help you. And very nice guy.
So you feel at the end of the appointment, did he check in about it? Was he
Yes.
like, how do you feel?
And then I said, you know what? I don't feel threatened by you at all. In fact, you kind of seem like a pastor to me, but not a bad pastor, a good pastor. And then we had a good laugh and talked about Joel Osteen for a second.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I go, he scares me because he doesn't ever stop smiling. He goes, well, I don't want to judge him, but his hair is what kind of freaks me out. And I was like, holy shit, dude.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't want to judge him.
And then I told him that I often will laugh inappropriately at certain things. And it's just a defense mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time he'd ask me a question.
Look at these pictures of Joel Osteen. Oh, shit. His hair does look fucked
And
up.
he's fucking just nonstop smiling. So me and this therapist are going to work on some cognitive behavior therapy for me to sort of, because what I discovered is that the root of everything is that I apparently feel like I'm worthless.
Mm-hmm.
So that just dictates everything in my life. And consciously, I don't really feel like I think that, but I know that's what it is.
How did you come to that? Were you just like, oh, I was sitting around thinking, or did the therapist kind of walk you through it?
Kind of walked me through it, but also that's been my own self-discovery. It's like, oh, I get very anxious when I get really good opportunities. Mm-hmm. And then I think, I don't think I deserve it. Okay, why don't I think I deserve it? And it comes back to the root of like, for whatever reason, I think that I'm worthless.
Mm-hmm. Worthless and like hopeless feeling.
Yeah, like I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of success. I'm not worthy of anything, which I know in my regular brain that's disordered thinking, dysfunctional thinking, but I can't. It's going to take me a while to unbox all that, I think.
Yeah, you can't just like will yourself out of it.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I dissociate from what I'm doing. Like I don't know how to explain it. I actually like wrote a note in my phone to talk to my therapist about it this week because her and I have 4 sessions left until she has her baby. And then I don't see her for like the rest of the year, which is whatever. I'll be fucking fine. She was like, do you want to do group therapy? And I was like, no.
I don't want to listen to Karen.
Yeah. And she's like, are you sure? Like she asked me like 3 times and I was like, no, I can't. Because I don't, did we talk about this on here?
Yeah, how you end up hating.
Can't do it.
Karen,
can't do it at all.
Carol.
Yeah, I hate it. But
Cindy.
No, I feel like I have moments where I like, it's like I'm so dissociated from my emotions, but I'm also very emotional. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like I'll be like driving in the car, listening to music, kind of being like, you're okay. You're okay. Yeah, you're fine. No, you're okay. You are having a nice time. It is going well. And it's like I'm so dissociated, but it's like I'm very emotional and very depressed and feel hopeless and sad. And then I'm like, nope, you're going to be fine. Just go get some coffee. Go get some coffee, suck on your jewel.
That's how you're
okay.
Teach yourself to survive, though. You have to separate yourself from the actual whatever it is in order to survive.
And then the disconnect makes me feel disingenuous.
Oh, God.
Does that make sense?
Yes, and it's so frustrating and sad.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. Like somebody said, oh, Tina's such a genuine person. And I was telling my therapist this last week, I'm like, I sometimes feel like I'm not at all. But I don't think it's not with the way that I talk to people. I think it's just the disconnect that I feel sometimes. Does that make sense?
Is it like imposter syndrome?
Maybe. I don't fucking know. What's imposter syndrome? Where like there's a big question mark on my head?
It's where you feel like you're everybody, like you feel like at any moment everyone's going to find out you're a fucking fraud. You're not funny. You're not a good comic. You're not a nice person. You're not loving. You're not this.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, he is.
I did. Oh, is your little TV not on?
My little TV. Oh, Randy. My little TV's not on.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. Okay. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern in which an individual doubts their accomplishments and has a persistent internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. Yeah, kind of. But
so, for instance, I'm in the Funny Bone contest. Mm-hmm. My brain's like, there's no way you should be in that. They're all going to see on Monday. They're going to say, hey, we made a mistake. She shouldn't be here.
Okay.
That kind of thinking.
But
just in every aspect of my life.
Oh, yeah. No, that totally makes sense.
Stupid. You know what it is?
Huh.
It's your brain telling you, you're worthless. That's what it boils down to for me. It's that one kernel that's at the bottom. Somebody, something, or somewhere said to me, you're a piece of shit as a child. And then that shaped every goddamn thing. And I'm 45 fucking years old.
It's like that rock at the bottom of all the mattresses for that fairy tale. What is that?
The pea and the
pea and the pistol.
The pea and the egg that fell off the wall. Humpty Dumpty
pea and
the
egg man.
You can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again because there's this pee on his bed that keeps cracking his shell.
Man, I stripped my mattress the other day, and I was like, what the fuck are these stains?
Isn't it a new mattress?
I mean, yeah, but I was just like, what the fuck?
Who's pissing and pooping in the bed?
I mean, it was fucked up. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I better call Casper. Guys, Casper Mattress, use our code. Just fucking kidding. We're not sponsored by them.
What is on? Was it urine?
I don't know what the
or
fuck
seminal
it was.
fluids?
It looked, it had a nice yellow hint. It had a really nice yellow hue. I'll strip that bitch today and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
You need to get one of those mattress covers that's 100% waterproof like I have.
Oh.
Because my cat pees on my
Okay,
bed.
but I've been having a fucking big problem.
With pissing in the bed.
I piss in the bed every night. No, I have been having, so I got these fucking sheets and it was like deep pockets in the sides so it'll stretch over the mattress. You won't be pulling and tugging. And every time I have to put my sheets, when I wash my sheets, every time they go into the washer, I'm not like, fuck yeah, I'm going to have clean sheets. I have this moment of sheer panic where I'm like, fuck! I'm going to have to put them on later.
Pushing
Because
and
it is-
pulling.
oh man, there's been times that I slipped and like fell trying to put these fucking sheets on.
Are you sure you have the right size sheets?
Yes, they're queen size.
Maybe you have a king size bed.
I don't. Did you just vomit?
Almost. There's shouldn't be any reason that you're struggling like that.
It's fucking insane. I think I just got a big mattress. Like I think it's like tall.
Oh.
Does that, you know? It's a tall boy.
Well, you need a bigger, taller mattress then.
I don't know.
I hate sheets that they sell now. They trick you. I don't know what they are, but they feel like you're laying on a polyester shirt. I can't think
You
of
got
what
to
it's
get
called.
100% cotton.
Yes, I do now. I realize that. I didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah, it's like those fucking microfiber ones.
Yeah, fucking hate those. Don't sell them.
No. I think microfiber sheets should only be used at Airbnbs.
They should only be used never.
I agree, but I get why people are putting the microfiber ones on because they're cheaper.
Yeah.
100% cotton's more expensive. And if you're trying to rent out, you know, your bathroom or whatever on Airbnb, you got to use those sheets.
So are you saying I shouldn't buy my sheets at Big Lots?
Probably not. I did buy pillowcases at Big Lots one time. Do they sell 100% cotton ones at Big Lots?
I have no idea. I just look at the patterns and then pick up the cutest ones.
Yeah, so you're like, oh man, that one has a bunch of cars on it. I'm going to buy that one.
One had a bunch of little Frenchie dogs on it, but they only sold them in twin. All the ones I like are in twin. They must be for children.
Well, I think that speaks to,
My inner child.
yeah, your inner child.
I get sad about her.
I used to have some bomb-ass Little Mermaid sheets.
I bet those are worth a
Way back
fortune.
when. Yeah, I think my mom tossed them. I was talking to my parents the other day on the phone. I was talking to my dad on the phone, and he started telling me about the process of like putting the dog down. He just started talking about it, so I just let him talk about it. And he like talked about because there was a part of me that was wondering. I was like, oh man, like did they stay in the room with the doggo? I want to make sure, you know. I don't know. I don't want a dog to be sad before they die and be like, where are my people? So I was like kind of wondering about it, but I didn't ask him. So I let him start talking about it. And he started talking about the shots that they gave them. They give you the order of the shots or whatever. And then after my dad's done talking about the process and the shots, my mother is screaming, yelling in the background. And I hear her yelling. And then my dad's yelling back. And I said to him, I go, let me guess what's going on right now. Is mom correcting you on the order of the shots? And he dies fucking laughing. He's like, this is what your mother does. And I said, no, it's what you guys do. You're the only fucking people I know that would be like, this dog we love very much and had to put down, it's the wrong order. It went like this and then like this. And they're fucking screaming at each other over this. And I was fucking dying laughing. My dad's like, well, this is what Svetlana does. And I'm like, dude, you guys are some Larry David fucking Seinfeld motherfuckers. You fucking,
God.
Shit.
Do they have the dog's ashes?
No. I don't think so, but they have the little paw prints and the clay thing, and they have to put it in the oven, or as my father says, the oven. I believe you have to put it in the oven.
Man, I can't wait to meet Igor. I feel like he's going to see me and be like, this woman is a monstrosity. No person should ever be this big. What are we doing in America?
The way you're talking in that voice is like Red in Orange is the New Black. She's like the one Russian character, and she talks, she's like, Nikki, what are you doing?
Is she really Russian?
I don't think so. I think she just has an accent.
They couldn't find a fucking Russian actor?
Probably not, but...
Wow. Bobby Jaycock sent me a video. What do you think that is?
Probably him jerking off.
Oh, let me open it right away then.
Oh, fuck, I fell on my pussy. Oh, fuck, I fell on my pussy.
It's a roadside sign that says... The roadside sign says, injury law for women. And it was like, it was all pink.
Me calling that place, fuck, I fell on my pussy and I need help.
Well, we're the people to help you if you go ahead and enter your comment code 57.
Did you fall on your pussy? Are you a woman trying to make it in a man's world? Did your tit fall out?
Did your cunt fall right onto the floor and land in the street and somebody ran over it?
If your cunt fell out of you onto the floor and did a backflip onto the middle of an interstate, call us at droppedmypussy.com.
Oh, and you dial the number and it's like 1-888-PUSSY is the phone number.
Pussycat.
Pussy Law. Hey, we're Dana and Libbie. Pussy Law at Pussy Law Associates.
Did somebody touch your pussy unknowingly or unwillingly?
Maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. That's not our concern. We're going after these men and getting your rightfully deserved money.
Take a picture of your pussy and send it to us.
I'm shook. I'm just sitting here shook thinking about these two attorney women advocating for women, but they sound.
Were you sitting in the back of a truck and your cunt fell out and dropped onto the highway or onto a backcountry road and you just can't seem to find it? Call us, the Pussy Law.
Pussy Law.
I'm Tina, and that's Libbie, and we're here to reclaim your pussy for some cash.
Did your vaginal reconstruction surgery go awry? Call us at Pussy Law.
Did they give you the husband stitch after you gave birth and you wanted the girlfriend stitch? Call us at Pussy Law.
Call now for a 5% discount and we'll lick your pussy.
Oh, did you get toxic shock syndrome by leaving a paper towel inside of your pussy for too long because you didn't have the money for tampons?
These are some aggressive attorneys.
Call us at Pussy Law. And they both have really bad haircuts. Like, we have just the worst haircuts ever.
Oh, and business suits that are probably from the 80s.
Uh-huh. Shit.
I object.
Excuse me, Judge Joe Brown. I object.
If you look here, you'll see a diagram of my client's pussy laying in the street, abandoned. Nobody stopped to help this pussy on the street.
Nobody stopped to help this dumb broad.
Got one homeless guy walked by, picked it up, dusted it off, and put it into his knapsack.
I was just going to say knapsack. The only person that even stopped to help walked by it, looked around, saw nobody there, took a big sniff of that pussy, put their face in it.
As you can see, Your Honor, the witness on the stand is that homeless man that was caught on closed caption television picking up my client's cunt.
I saw the cunt on the ground, and I thought to myself, is that a cunt? Or is that a large loaf of sourdough bread? Totally untouched. So I walked over to what I thought was sourdough bread, realized that it was a cunt, put my face into what I still thought in the back of my mind was sourdough bread, and I took a big sniff, and then I put it into my knapsack.
Well, let me ask you this. This will be the final question. Now listen closely.
I pledge allegiance.
Were you there when they crucified the Lord?
Were you there? The whole room starts singing.
You got to read. The lady reads her victim impact statement. My life has been affected in the following ways since I lost my cunt. I no longer can go to the bathroom. 2, because of you, I can no longer have sex. Number 3, I have nightmares about my cunt being in a disheveled old dirty knapsack. Number 4, I can no longer provide my husband with the necessary sex that he needs.
The necessary sex. Do you? This event has been fictionalized by. This is not. No choice for a lawyer by advertisements. Oh, no. Where are the cunt? Where are the cunt sisters? Call us. They're standing with their arms crossed back to back. Call us if anything like that ever happens to you. And then a big,
testimonial
donkey kick happens.
No, it's like a testimonial. It's like, I felt sad and lost without my cunt, and then I called the cunt lawyers at 1-800-CUNT-LAWYERS, and now I got my cunt back, plus restitution.
Do you have mesothelioma or lost your cunt due to Roundup?
Do you have a vaginal mesh that caused your cunt to fall to the floor?
Call the cunt sisters.
The cunt sisters. K-U-N-T.
Pussy law, but the S's are money signs.
Oh, shit. All right, the jury has debilitated. No, they have not debilitated. What has the jury done? Delay of deliberated. You're ordered to pay $1 million in restitution. And I don't know how that's possible because you are a displaced person and you don't have even $5 to your name. And 3 years in jail for putting this lady's cunt in your knapsack.
This event has been fictionalized by Pussy Law at pussylaw.com. Please call the cunt sisters if you have any kind of need for any kind of cunt defense attorney.
Dun.
Bunk bunk. That's the
Bunk bunk. Stupid looking ugly. Stupid looking idiot. Stupid looking moron.
Stupid looking moron.
Stupid looking moron.
You know what we didn't do?
Anything funny?
No, we didn't answer or the email.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to pull it up.
Trying to pull out?
Were you there? Okay. All right. So, one of my favorite things about this podcast is that people are reaching out to Libbie and I for advice on dating. And no straight people have reached out, which is fine because Libbie and I are multifaceted, well-rounded gals. So this just really brings me fucking joy. So here it is, okay?
I might be on the spectrum, the sexuality spectrum.
I
So,
100% am. First encounter with
I'd
a
lick
female.
Tina's puss.
Listen, I
Okay,
just
no, I
want to
wouldn't.
explore bodies. Okay, so here we go. Hey, Tuna and Libbie. I'm Taylor from Memphis, Tennessee, and I want some advice on how to get into dating as a homosexual such as myself. Thanks, y'all. May the Lord open the pusina. Love, Taylor. Enviado desde mi iPhone.
Sent from my iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my first issue here is I don't know if this person is wanting to date lesbians or gay men. Does it say?
You know what? That's true. Here's what I will say. It's from Taylor Lindsay. I am not trying to gender name anybody, but I would think that Taylor Lindsay. Oh fuck! I don't know.
Because
Now
this
I
makes
looked
a
at
difference.
The email and it. I don't know.
Because last week we spoke about, or a couple weeks ago, about putting your dick in a hole. And of course, everyone knows an important part of dating is fucking. So, let's just assume that this is a lesbian, since we haven't really encountered a lot of lesbian dating.
Oh yeah,
advice.
It has been mostly men.
And we've pretty much covered all the ways men can date and get their butts pounded.
Mm-hmm.
Their words, not ours.
Yeah, we didn't say that.
So maybe we should just dive into the lesbian dating world.
Okay. So, here's what I know about Memphis. They have a barbecue sauce from there.
Mm-hmm.
I have had some Memphis barbecue sauce before. I do have a friend that we both know a person that recently moved to Memphis. Ryan Dalton, comedian.
Dalton.
Now, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's straight, but who knows? I think everybody's a little bit on the spectrum. So,
I'm waiting for your advice.
well, I don't really.
Well, I'll tell you what I know about Memphis.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time there as a child.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, why didn't you fucking lead with that? You let me just fucking show myself out to be a fucking asswipe.
Well, no, you were put. This is a this is a thing that we work on together.
You're right. Okay.
So spent a lot of time there. Spent a lot of time at what's called the Hickory Ridge Mall. I don't think it exists anymore.
You think it's been compensated?
I think it's been
Compromised.
Confidentiality has closed that mall down. Now, when I was in Memphis, there are a lot of people, and I don't know how to say this, that don't know how to drive. Terrible drivers in Memphis. So if you're going to go on a date in Memphis, I would suggest not driving anywhere because you could possibly be killed or maimed.
So, just while we're spitballing, would you suggest that somebody walks somewhere or Ubers? Because if you're Ubering, even if you're not driving, there's still other wild drivers around.
I would suggest either walking, taking a bicycle on the sidewalk, not in the street, Otherwise, you probably should just stay at home.
Okay, so stay at home.
So I don't know how that's going to help in the dating realm. I'm just saying for your own safety. Maybe you could do a Skype style date where you each get on Skype. You say your interests. You know, if you're lesbian, there'll be things like, I like gals.
And if you're not a female, if you are a man, you would say, I like guys.
I like guys. And
so just flip the thing.
yeah, you just don't know. So on this Skype date, you could say your interest. I like football or whatever.
And if you start to lose connection, which happens a lot when you are Skyping, there are going to be times where the picture goes blurry. Don't let the person know that it has gone blurry. Just keep smiling and trudge on through, because sometimes Skype can be unreliable, or video call can. And then you're going to spend the whole time being like, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Could you say that one more time?
Right.
And then people get frustrated. I get frustrated.
And they hang up.
Sometimes I hang up. That's exactly what I do.
Now,
I just hang up.
I think if you're able to get through at least 4 or 5 Skype dates where you realize, oh, this is somebody that could possibly want to explore their body, then that would be a time where you could risk driving. After you've determined, okay, this person I could risk driving in Memphis for. You can go on a regular date. Things that I've done in Memphis, gone to play putt-putt. If you don't know what that is, it's a ridiculous golf game.
If you don't know what putt-putt is, it's a roller coaster ride.
It's where you have to carry around these little bitty pencils and write your score. Nobody really fucking cares your score in putt-putt. Because if you're like me, you're going to cheat anyway and just kick the ball in the hole.
When no one's watching.
That's one thing. You can also, I don't know, go to there's a lot of churches there. Go to church. And you could eat at places like Crystal, which is our White Castle. You know, I'm just going to be real honest here. I feel like I have imposter syndrome when I give dating advice, because I haven't had a date in over 8 years.
And I generally don't date. I fuck my friends.
So
is what usually happens.
Your choices at this point are fuck your friends or be a recluse.
Well,
that doesn't really help, though. That's not a good answer. It's not helping.
Well, the advice, so it's like, what I am getting from this question is, this is a person who is newly stepping into the dating zone as a homosexual. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. And maybe I'm reading the question wrong, but it's, I want some advice on how to get into dating as a homosexual, such as myself. So to me, and I should have said that up top, but I'm reading it again, and I'm just thinking, I think this might be a person who's very new into it, which in that case, I had Tinder for one day and I deleted it because I can't handle the awkwardness of showing up somewhere, shaking their hand, knowing what's going on. It just makes me very, very uncomfortable. But there are other people who are very cool about it, and they can do it.
I don't know.
They can jive.
It also, if you're a newer style homosexual where you haven't been with anybody and you're a lesbian, I'm just going to tell you that pussy will taste like penny, like you ever had a handful of pennies and you licked your hand. Don't be alarmed. It's an acquired taste. That's tell you that. Don't be discouraged.
Like a penny. When you are cleaning out your car and you are like, maybe I should get rid of all this change. And it's been sitting there for a while, roasting in the sun could be years if you are the caliber of change hoarder that I am. So we're talking these pennies, these change. The change that you have in your car is just at the height of its intelligence as a piece of metal. Whether it's copper, nickel, that's what nickels are made out of. Or whether it's a dime, which is made out of dime. Dimetab.
30. It's like an element.
Yeah, and a quarter, which is made out of quartz.
Quartz.
So if you're letting this change just get blistered in the sun, that's a song by the Violent Femmes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, then please correct me.
It is.
And yeah, so just when you're really chomping down on some pussy, just if you're like, I've never had it, I want to taste. We want you to prepare yourselves. So just take all of that change from your car and put it into a Ziploc bag. You don't have to wash it off. You just don't. And kind of put that Ziploc bag up to your mouth. Hold all the change in the bottom and just put your tongue in. When you lick a battery and it kind of gives you a little jolt.
Yeah. That's how a pussy's gonna. Some people might say you're absolutely wrong. And what I will give them in a rebuttal is, okay. This is my experience and my truth, so you can't tell me I'm wrong. Also, if somebody says they squirt and the liquid comes out, it's going to be urine. Don't believe it's anything else.
Is that proven?
Because it's not. It's urine. I could start a shitstorm right now on the internet with this. I'm here to say that it's urine.
I don't think it is. It doesn't come. It comes out of
the pee hole.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't fucking think so.
Randy's shook because
Randy's like,
I've been drinking piss.
Randy's like, I gotta get McAfee, help me out. Female ejaculation urine. It turns out that not only is it chemically identical to urine, but the bladder empties during the period of ejaculation, coinciding with orgasm. So there you have it. It's probably just pee.
Randy
after all.
is shook.
No, not at all. I'm good with it.
Randy's like, I love piss.
Tastes like pennies and popcorn.
Popcorn. Buttered popcorn?
Like kettle corn?
So I'm just saying, I don't care if you want to be licking off somebody that's going to squirt in your mouth, that's fine. But don't be under the impression that it's anything but urine.
No, but here's the thing. If I was to go about dating right now, say my partner Rafe and I were not together, I would do something along the sorts of hang out at maybe outside of a restaurant and kind of see who's walking in. Maybe I would go to some fairs, or if there's an amusement park in my neighborhood, which I believe Memphis has some of those, I would pay the $35 to go to Six Flags or whatever theme park there is.
I'm trying to think what their theme park is called.
Is it the Hickory Ridge Mall Park?
It was very janky. I remember being afraid to ride those rides.
Well, I think that if you're looking for somebody that's adventurous, that would be a really good way to find somebody that's very adventurous. Is, go to a crazy place. Go to a crazy place by yourself and hang out outside of the rides, kind of look around with the soda that you paid $12 for, because it shows that you have some money. Okay, so.
Maybe get a souvenir balloon or flag or something.
Yeah, get a flag for
a pennant,
sure.
as they used to say.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, that could be really fun. Hang out outside of an adventurous place. I don't know how I would get into dating. I honestly do not even know. I feel like the only way is you date somebody you know, or you meet somebody on Tinder. Whatever happened to, I don't even.
Whatever happened to courting,
Yeah, whatever happened to somebody opened the door for you and you punch them directly in their fucking face and you say, I don't fucking need that. But then you passionately kiss and you turn into a couple.
Whatever happened to, your dad finding a perfect suitor for you and then you marrying him against your will?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whatever happened to arranged marriages? I mean, that's what we should be getting back to.
Right.
Wow.
Then you won't have to worry about this dating
No,
thing.
you just, and if you don't have a dad, look one up on Craigslist. There are plenty of dads
Plenty of.
on there that,
Just look for bear. These hashtags, bear and daddy.
so,
I'm perplexed why we can keep getting these dating questions because we are not at all dating aficionados. Is that a real word?
aficionados.
That's the word.
So I would, we've really got, so what this feels like to me is when you don't know anything about a topic and you just act like you know exactly what's going on. That's what it feels like to me right now. The only thing that and this is a genuine response, is be open. Keep your cunt open. Keep your dick hole open. Keep everything open. Keep your heart open, because, I mean, if you want to get in there, you got to be able to let it get broken.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it.
Stay open. Stay open, stay woke, stay alert, don't sleep. Just stay awake looking for opportunities.
And may the Lord open your vagina.
Yeah, may the Lord open your pusina or somebody else's.
And I'm so sorry if we're not helping. I feel like I should take an online course about dating.
Could help. But you offered the biggest piece of advice that anybody needed, and that was visit the Hickory Ridge Mall. Guys, visit the Hickory Ridge Mall.
Or a store called Goldsmiths. They have a very nice department store called Goldsmiths. They did.
That sounds like a wrestler's name.
I think what this email says to me is I'm wanting to try something new and different, but I don't quite have the courage to do it. Like kind of when I sent somebody an email that said, I'm thinking about starting stand up, and you just want a little bit of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying to you, Taylor Swift, is go ahead, do that stuff, go out on a date.
Yeah. If you see somebody that you like and you're like, they're fucking hot and I'd like to suck that clit or I'd like to suck that dick, you walk right the fuck up to them and you say, hey, I'm trying something new. And you don't touch them. You keep a safe. Hey, I'm trying something new, and I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone, and I want to go out on a date with you. Whether that means a buffet, a movie. I'm not going to church. You make that clear to them. If you're not going to church, you make that very clear right up top because you don't want religion or the lack of religion standing in the way. So that's one thing that I say. It's okay to just say no. Right up top. But hey, if you want to go to church, tell him, I'd like to go to a service with you.
Maybe a Sunday service.
I'd like to go to a service, or we could sit at home and watch Joel Osteen videos. I mean, whatever floats your boat. We could watch them together over Skype. I mean, there's
limitless.
It is limitless. But I say, have no fear and just go get out there.
Well, like a philosopher once said, have no fear but fear itself. It was a very famous.
Like a philosopher once said, have no fear and be queer.
Yep.
That is the thing. So
some other very important figure said, we are here and we're queer. And apparently the Lord is opening the house because there is a sound from the heavens. I'm shook and scared.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we learn. And what I am going to do, actually, is I'm going to send this gal or person or man an email and ask some follow-up questions. Because I think that's something I should be doing.
Yeah.
When people send us advice. Yeah, you stupid freaking moron.
Yeah. You ugly looking bitch.
Yeah, we need to follow. We needed some follow up. We should have done that before we started the answer.
And what we did is, we generally say in this podcast, we're not doctors, we're not veterinarians. And what we did just now is we took on a topic that we needed more information. More answers. We needed more intel, and we took on a role. We did something that Slop City doesn't do, and we acted like we were experts on dating and like we were therapists. And newsflash, we're not.
And if you practice therapy in the state of Missouri without a license, you can go to jail. So, take our word very lightly.
Everything we just said in the last 15 minutes, I would kind of just maybe take away one thing and one thing only. Go to the Hickory Ridge Mall.
And I actually think my friend Dan Bell, who does a series called the Dead Mall series on YouTube, I think Hickory Ridge Mall was in that. R.I.P. Hickory Ridge Mall. I'm sure you can still go to where it was.
Sure.
Pay homage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shook.
Well, I'm shook by a lot of things. I found out why I have diarrhea today. My mattress is a mess. Things are not going well. Oh, man. Okay, guys, I'm going to be
I gotta go. Yes, you speak.
I'm going to be
Time to talk, Tina. Tina's turn.
Cape Girardeau.
All right, Tina, tell them where you're going to be.
I'm going to be in Cape Girardeau, Missouri this weekend at the N2O Laughing Gas Comedy Lounge and Club. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Total of 4 shows.
Oh.
I will be there with Nick Griffin, I believe, as a headliner. So I will be featuring out there. Tell them where you got it, guys. Come out and see a show. Thank you so much.
It looks like we're going to have to figure out a different recording date.
You're right. We are going to have to do that this coming week, which is going to be very frustrating. How about that?
Go see Tina in Cape Girardeau.
Yep. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good, everybody.
I'm not going to be anywhere because I'm a loser. I'm going to be somewhere. I just don't know where yet.
We'll be somewhere. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening to Slop City Podcast.
Ow! Thanks to Randall R. Cash for bringing the money.
Bringing the heat.
And this show's sponsored by Advil Liquid Gels. Thank you for calling. And I just want to say, cut! Oh, yeah! Yeah!
Did he let a fart out?
Yes.
Stupid looking ugly bitch.
The big juicy one that went. Brrr.